Done. There we go. Am I? It's because I have desktop sound now. Okay, try that now. Is that better? You will. Test 1, 2, 3. I like our intro. We're live. We've done it again. It says we have 3 viewers. You know, we really need this to take. And $1 short. I love that line.
My real job did a change of schedule on me, and it was kind of a surprise. So couldn't do it yesterday morning. So sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I've cleaned up the cave.
Yeah. Okay. So people, you have no idea what this room behind the other mic looks like. I mean, last night it looked like, I think somebody commented, it looked like somebody drove a truck through your garage. And, well, why don't you tell people what you purchased, why you tore apart your garage?
So I've been trying to get a 49-inch ultra wide for about a month and a half now. And they're never in stock. And I don't want to buy it online. Why? Because I don't want to have to fucking wait for it.
It's because you need that instant gratification.
I need that instant. I need it now.
Yeah, you like putting on your mask, and you like getting into your car and driving and carrying that thing out. You probably put it in a shopping cart, and as you're pushing it out, your chest is out.
No, it's not that. My biggest pet peeve right now is you go to any website, and maybe I'm used to what it's like in the UK, after living in the UK for so long, where I can check stock in store, and no matter what, depending on what it is, they have it in stock, and you can go pick it up.
It used to be that way. Remember?
I moved now, so now I've moved to an island off the west coast of Canada, and it's like we've got like 5 Best Buys, right? We've got one place called Visions Electronics. We have another place called Memory Express, and a place called Mother's Computers. So I check all their websites. 49-inch. Oh, another place called London Drugs. 49-inch ultra wide. Boom, there they are, on sale. Perfect. Check store stock. Oh, Cammy's mic is super low. Why is Cammy's mic super low?
Cammy's mic is never super low. Here, we'll get it. Maybe it'll be a little closer.
One second here. How can I boost you up? You're never super low.
Never super low.
Oh, you know what? Let's try Discord. Because we're in Discord right now.
Yeah, so you probably need to increase my Discord volume.
I don't want to increase your Discord volume. Voice settings. Check. I don't know why you're super low, man.
McCoy, you can tell us if it's better.
Hold on. Filters. Let's do this. Gain. Done. Let's boost you up there a bit, buddy. How's that? Check that.
Check. See, I thought it was a little bit low earlier when we were testing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the whole mic tearing apart his thing.
Maybe it's you tearing apart your garage.
Yeah, so anyways, back to the story. I think McCoy will let us know if you're quiet again.
Yeah.
So back to, everywhere I've gone. Check store stock. Nope, you're still quiet. Why are you super quiet? Turn up the volume on your side. I haven't changed anything on this side.
Still not better, huh?
You know what? What if I do this? You sound super far awake. Say something,
I
Cam.
haven't changed anything on mine.
So you sound perfect on mine.
Oh, you know what? I bet I knew what it is. Hold on.
What? It's probably got your camera.
Yeah, I think it's broadcasting from my camera. Hold on.
But I can hear you fine. Because you're on Twitch on here. That's probably why.
No, it's set to my headset, not the camera. I've got my output volume, my input volume turned all the way up. And if you go right-click on my name, do you have my boost turned all the way up?
Where are you here? Discord?
Just right-click my name and there's
I know.
microphone.
I know. Talk now.
Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
You're definitely louder now.
Okay. McCoy will let us know.
All right.
No, you know what?
Anyway.
It still sounds really far away. He's absolutely right. It's not coming through my... Yeah, hold on. Let me mess with that real quick.
Ouch. What's that? Holy crap. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Check, check, check.
What'd you do?
Yeah. It's really weird. Check, check, check. I did a Microsoft update not too long ago, and I think it's screwing with me.
Go into your audio settings really quickly.
That's what I'm doing.
So while you're doing that, I'll just keep talking. So, anyways, decided to, I want a 49-inch monitor. I've checked London Drugs, all the stores. Boom. Go online, blah, 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 blah. Ooh, on sale. Perfect. Check stock, in-store stock. Nothing. Call the store. We're...
Yeah, fixed it, by the way.
Yeah. Nothing. Check store stock. They're just like, yeah, no, they're special order items. No one buys those. Oh. I want one.
That sucks.
Oh, you can have our display model. I'm like, okay, I go look at it. How much is that? It's like $2,300. Oh, what's the refresh rate? 60 hertz. That's not the one I want. I want the one with 144. So these pricks are just like, oh no, it's like 3 weeks away. So, as some of you know, I have sat in line on Thursday. I was first in line on Thursday to pre-order my 3090. Right? So, I'm on my way to work, 5:30 in the morning like usual. I've already taken the morning off. I can turn left and go screw it. I can go to work. Or I can go straight to sit in line. In my head, I'm thinking, you know what? I'm probably not going to get one today anyways. I've taken the morning off. Let's just drive to the store. If there's a lineup for the 3090, I'm just going to turn around and go to work, and I'll get one at a later date. So I get there, and it's no lineup, 6 a.m. When I called the store the day before, we had 60 people in line at 6 a.m. waiting for the 3080s. I'm just like, oh God, I'm not getting one. So, sure enough, first in line.
But they actually had them there.
No, they didn't.
Like, oh,
They had no stock. So, but I can't ask anyone because it's 6 o'clock in the morning. There's no one to call. And the good thing I like about this store, they weren't doing online pre-orders. You had to go to the store to either buy one or pre-order it. So no bots, nothing. That's why I went there. So I show up, 6 a.m., no one in line. In Canada, we have a shop called Tim Hortons. Cammy, you've been to Canada.
no Tim Hortons.
So it's literally right next door. So I'm first in line. I'll go get my ice cap and my bagel, and I'll sat in my Jeep. 6:30, this geek kid walks out, starts walking up towards the door. I'm like, fuck you. I hopped out of my Jeep, front of the line. I'm like, I'm first. Okay, I'm second. And then no one till like 8:30. And this other guy walks up. Are you guys in line? I'm like, yep. He's like, okay, guess I'm third. 9 o'clock now, the manager of the store comes walking by. He's like, I wonder what you guys are here for. And we're like, well, we're here for the 3090. And he goes, yeah. I goes, I don't know if we got any, but I'll go look. So 15 minutes comes by, and you can see them opening up boxes because they get their shipment late at night. There's nothing there. He comes back. He's like, we got 2 380s, but they're already sold. I'm like, oh.
Why would he even say that? Why would he even show it? You know what I mean? Like,
Because he's a dick.
oh look, I already have 2, but yeah. Mike, I'm thinking maybe I'll shut my Discord, turn it back on real quick.
Yeah, okay, try that.
Okay.
But it's going to screw up the shit. There we go. Oh, he's gone. Where did he go? McCoy, you still there? Say something in chat, man.
Okay, so now I'm back on. I don't know if it's making any difference at all.
I don't know either. I think it's just me and you and McCoy here. Who else can we invite into our little chat room to say hi?
Check 1, 2, 3, check.
I'm here.
It's really
There.
weird. It's not,
How's he sound, McCoy?
yeah, I don't know what's causing it.
I don't know, because it seemed fine when we tested it, to me. I could hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you fine too, and I can hear myself fine too through Discord, but on there it does sound like there's another microphone picking up.
The same. So it's kind of like the issue we had when I was streaming. Remember when we first started?
Yeah, but definitely. So this is shitty. Let's see.
Where's my Discord here? Is it maybe on my side, maybe? Voice video.
No, because it sounds like I was just listening to it, and it sounds like something else in the room is picking it up. I could do a quick reboot. Nobody else is on. Oh, now we got 5 people on. So.
I've just tried stuff that.
Can I do that real quick? Can I just reboot?
You could try doing a reboot. Cammy's gonna reboot. I'm gonna sit here and chat.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Do. Dude, McCoy, that's what I bought. I bought the Samsung Odyssey G9. So literally, I called yesterday to see if my video card had come in Friday night. And they're like, nope, no video card, sorry, we'll call you as soon as it comes in. I'm like, by any chance, do you guys have any 49-inch ultra wides? And he's like, no. He goes, no, yeah, actually we do. We have one on clearance. I'm like, which one? He's like, Samsung Odyssey G9. I'm like, how much? He's like, $900. It's like almost a $2,000 monitor over here. So literally, here's my name, my number. I'm on my way. In my head, I'm thinking, why is it on clearance? It's a brand new fucking monitor. So there is literally right on the bezel, because they open when they get a big, like a high-end monitor like this, they open every one up to check them, make sure there's no issues. There's literally a little scratch right on the bezel, right on the very bottom. You can't even see it. Can't even see it. So yeah, so I get there, I'm like, oh, it's got a scratch. That's why. Playing it up, and he's just like, yeah, it's $900. That's what it is. And then, well, let's do a dead pixel test. So right on the very bottom left corner where your Windows icon would be for your menu, there's one dead pixel. I end up getting.
1, 2, check. Hello.
I can hear you. We're talking here. I can literally. You don't even notice it because it's right at the very bottom corner. But the dead pixel test caught it, and they're just like, "Oh, will you take it for $800?" And I'm like, "Yep." So $800 plus tax. I got a brand new Samsung G9. And Cammy's back. It's not broken. It's got a little scratch on the bezel and a dead pixel in the bottom left-hand corner. But I still get full manufacturer warranty. I don't know what you did there.
Yeah, it's still not fixed.
No. I have you cranked to like 200%. I have you.
It's not working.
It's like you're coming through my. It's weird. Oh, you know what? Hold on a sec here. Properties. I think I know why. Done.
See?
There you go.
break it.
I bet you're fixed now.
I didn't break it.
I bet you're fixed
Check
now.
1, 2. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
So that sounds good now.
Because I disconnected everything, you're actually coming through my headset. I'm looking like I hear you talking, but my mic thing's moving.
Yeah, it sounds good now.
There we go. Perfect. Done. All right. I'm gonna mute your ass now because you're too fucking loud.
So anyway, so I missed part of that, but you were saying that you.
So yeah,
you found a dead pixel, or
so
they
McCoy's like, you should get the Samsung Odyssey G9. I'm like, dude, that's what I got. I got the and this is the story. So quick recap: called Saturday for my video card. No, it's not in. By any chance you guys got any 49-inch widescreens? And they're like, no. And then the guys, oh, actually we do. We have an open box one on clearance, but it's a brand new monitor. I don't know which one. He's like, Samsung Odyssey G9. I'm like, oh, how much? He's like, $900 or $950. Put it under my name. I'm on my way down now. Drive all the way into town. For me, it's like a 45-minute drive to get there because we live out in the sticks. Get there.
You're on an island.
Get there. They're like, I'm like, yeah, I'm here for a 49-inch Ultra. I called, and he's like, oh yeah, it's for you. Okay, yeah, come to the back. So they take it out of the box. I'm like, why is it on clearance? It's a brand new fucking monitor. He's like, well, when it comes to high-end monitors like this, we literally open up every one to check to make sure there's no scratches or anything. This one's got a scratch on the bezel. Just a little scratch by the Samsung logo.
I thought you said it was a dead pixel.
Well, hold on.
Oh, okay.
So, and he's like, well, let's plug it in and do a pixel test. I'm like, cool. We're looking, they're running the test, and it scans, and boom. Right by the Windows logo on the bottom left, where you hit to load all your things, the very corner, there's one dead pixel. I'm like, dude, it's got a dead pixel. He's like, $800? I'm like, yeah, done.
Yeah, you're never going to look that far to your left and down in that corner.
Who looks at the start sign anyways? It bugged me if it was like dead center, but it's not. It's like bottom left corner.
Right there.
I can live with that.
All the way over.
It's not going to bug me.
So how is it that you're going? So you have your motion rig.
Yeah.
And like I personally, I would have like an integrated monitor mount because I'd want that thing moving with me, you know. So how does that really affect?
I'm not really buying. I never
use it.
No, because I probably, you know me, I race in VR, right? I think the screen is mainly for when we're doing this, so now I can have a plethora of windows open. And keep in mind, I still have my 32-inch widescreen over
You're just trying to show off in front of your neighbors because you always open your garage and they're always out there going, what's Mike got going on in there?
But no, and then I really want to try F1 2020. I just
Really?
I want to try it. And I know, and this is one thing that Codemasters pisses me off about, they'll never do it VR. Oh, the physics are it's too much for the physics. Fuckers, you released fucking rally games that have more
It's
physics
because
than that.
their primary customers are going to be
Console kids.
console kids, yeah. So
Yeah.
they're not going to be, their focus is not on VR because...
A console's not going to
They're
run it.
Exactly.
So, and I understand
That's-
that. I know the business because they sell probably millions times more on a console than they do on a PC. But yeah, again, I know some guys who race them on PC and love it. I just want to try it.
Man, we ran a little fun race the other night on R Factor 2. It was great. It was great.
I love
We
R
need
Factor
to do
2.
more R Factor. We got to do a little more R Factor because we were running the Tatis cars and we were at Olton Park.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was fun. We were having a good time on there. And it's like, but I have to say that Assetto Corsa ACC, it's awesome. It's really good. I'm enjoying the force feedback in Assetto Corsa, but then you get over to R Factor and it's just that little bit better. And
I haven't ran R Factor 2 in probably 2 months.
yeah, I know. I was going to actually try to set it up on our server, and if you go in there, you'll probably see.
Oh, I see.
I added a track and the cars to it because I was going to try to launch it from there, but then I heard that there was an update, so I didn't know how to run the update on there. So
I'll have to
make sure to do that. But man, it was just fun. I haven't been in an open wheel car in a while, and yeah, it was great. It was those cars, the Tatis F50, I want to say it's called. It was just loads of fun, on the power all the time, tons of grip. It was fun.
I really want to get into AMS too.
So that's a good. That's yeah, I do too. Did their update come out already? The new one?
I think it came out the other day. I think I had an update. I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up real quick because I know they were adding cars, and I'm still having kind of a weird situation with my AccuForce.
It was a Tatis FT50. That's what you guys are racing.
Yeah, that's what we're.
McCoy knows all. We should put McCoy on the payroll, and he could be like our fact checker.
Yeah, he should be our producer. He should work in the background.
Yeah, he should just sit there. He goes, "You guys are idiots. You guys don't know anything."
We'll make him like a moderator or something like that. Let me see.
I don't know if they did
have updates on. I don't see anything in my upcoming updates. And let me look at last. Properties.
Oh, nice. I fixed that so I can actually see what's going on here. Library. Downloads.
Updates. View update history. Update history. When was the last one? Oh, the last one was 3 weeks ago, August 31st. So the new one hasn't. The new. I
don't think it has yet.
It's not out yet. But it's adding some cool cars, like some fun-looking ones. It looks like an indoor kart track too, maybe.
But have you seen the prices they're doing for the downloads now?
No. Did we already get in, so we don't have to worry about that, or?
Well, no. If you didn't buy the season pass, you still have to buy all the content, right? So
let's see here.
Let's go to store page.
There's an Ultimate Edition, and then oh my god,
yeah, like ridiculous pricing. So the season pass for me.
You gifted me mine.
I gifted you yours.
You're
because
being.
Well, we won't go into that, but you know. So I have Hockenheimring. I don't have the season pass.
Yeah, I don't have the season pass, but if you buy the season pass, it's going to be like rebuying the game. And then they have, I guess they put out a premium track pack on August.
So yeah,
21st.
so now because we didn't buy. Oh, that's fucking weird. So Biomas 2 plus the season pass, you get it for $102. Or you can just buy the season pass for $113.
And that gives you every update coming up, new and upcoming, right?
Yeah, I think so. But why would they do that? But the tracks are what? $10 each.
That's what it looked like, yeah.
And then what cars?
Well, they have a premium track pack that's $39, $39.99. And that comes with Silverstone, Hockenheim.
Which I already have Hockenheim.
I already have Hockenheim. What does the track pack come with? Track pack comes with
Spa,
Hockenheim, Silverstone, Nürburgring, Ring, including Nordschleife, and the 24-hour layouts. Those will be sold individually for $9 each. Okay.
Yeah.
So the tracks are basically $10.
$10. So roughly what it costs on iRacing for a track. And you can race them whenever you want, not when your subscription ends.
And
I went there.
Yet to be complete.
I went there. I dropped it. You own the stuff when you buy this one. You're not renting it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We own it and we can drive it whenever we want.
So yeah, so as you know, I bought my 3090, and I've been been shitting myself because all these people who've gotten them, the 38s and 3090s, their cards, if they go to fucking give them a little bit of, let's do a little bit of overclock. Nothing.
Yeah, crashed the desktop, and people started, like, I guess on Reddit, they were blowing up Reddit about it, and then who was it that did a review for
Jay's 2
on the card?
cents.
Yeah, and he's the one who found out the capacitor issue. I guess some of the third-party manufacturers are kind of skimping out on some of the premium pieces, like the capacitors. There's different ones they can get, I guess.
So NVIDIA, at the time we're in, there's no official statement from NVIDIA. Colorful.
Well, NVIDIA supposedly put it out with specific specifications.
Yeah, and some of these guys are trying to make their cards a little cheaper, thinking, oh, it'd be fine. And it's not.
Yeah.
So EVGA. EVGA basically says, you know what? Let's do this. Let's bring it up onto the screen. How can I do that? Let's bring it up on the screen.
How do you do that?
Let's go browser source. Add source. Copy. Add source. V.
You ever watch Joe Rogan podcast? He's got a guy, Jamie, that works as his engineer, and in the background he's constantly popping stuff up. So that's what we need from McCoy if he wants to.
Who's Auslander 808? Jay's had a good point. They won't retool and recall. They'll put a fee, but yeah, I agree. They're not gonna. Because
they're gonna lower
because as Jay said, you're not paying for the overclock speed. You're paying for the base speed. So that overclock is you might be able to do it, but you shouldn't do it because this might happen. So here we go. Let's. How can I scroll down on this? Oh, it's going to give me access. It's not going to give me access here. What's going on here? Let's do this. Properties. Use custom. So that's not going to work. So let's go cancel. Let's delete that. That's not going to work. It's not going to let me scroll down. Remove.
Do you think the manufacturers will? Yeah, I guess they'll just have to lower the clock speeds. It's the only way.
Well, yeah, that's gonna basically what happens. They're just gonna lower the clock speeds.
They're not gonna retool all their equipment.
No, and I'm gonna show you here.
For the better chips.
There we go. Done.
Oh.
So this is the response from all the manufacturers, right there. So colorful. There we go.
First to report the issue. Okay.
So they've recalled any of the review samples. And Jay who had one? Jay actually had one of the colorful ones, and don't do it because we found an issue. EVGA found it. So there is no 6 piece of shit cap production in the EVGA boards. Some of the reviewers got some.
It's one of the reasons why so many cards were delayed at launch was because they found the architecture.
That's probably what it probably was.
Prior to release, because they probably sent out cards for reviewers prior to.
So I think
produce their videos.
I think
Asus changed it.
Yeah, I think the worst one is Zotac. I think Zotac got hit the worst.
That's what it is, and now they're all like going, do we spend the money to retool? Does that make the cards more expensive now?
It does, because those capacitors are a lot
premium,
more.
They're premium capacitors.
Yeah. So I think it does. I think it's going to ruin a bunch of things for people. It's I don't know.
But you know what? I mean, okay, overclockers I get it. It's like putting the big one on the table. Who can get the fastest clock speeds with the lowest temps? But the reality of it is, how many frames per second is really noticeable? You know, like I'm running a 1080, not a Ti, just a standard 1080 OC.
Yeah.
No, I'm not overclocking. Okay, I'm running a 34-inch curved monitor that runs at 100 hertz, not 144, because I know I'm not going to be running that many more frames. It's not, you know. Anyway, and it looks great. Anything over 60 frames, if I'm getting 80 frames, I'm totally happy. That's smooth enough for me to do any of my work. So I don't understand what, you know, I guess that's just a big hobby for some people, is just pushing their cards to the max and trying to get, you know, one up on the guy next to him, you know.
I'm just a power hungry whore.
Did you install your new power supply?
No.
Still sitting there?
It's sitting there in the box. I don't have to tear because I got to tear
but
my.
I think that's a good idea for the new card and everything.
Oh yeah, so when I do the new card, you know, I got to take out the power supply anyways, and that'll be when it gets done. I just hope it shows up this week.
What kind of pedals do you run, Mike?
I run Huskenveld Ultimates.
And they don't come with a plate, right? You have to mount them directly to the.
Mine's mounted right to my P1X.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, okay. And let me ask you this: when you set up your pedals, is there any angles, or do you have them perfectly flat, straight up and down?
There's a little bit of because the Huskenveld pedals aren't perfectly straight. They are tilted maybe 5 degrees.
Forward or back?
Backwards.
Oh, okay. So back.
I could adjust my pedal plate to change it, but.
Right. So I have V3s, Fanatec V3s, and I never know how to pronounce it. Is it Fanatec? Fanatic? I think everybody keeps going to Fanatic. So anyway, the way the Fanatic inverted V3s are that you got the plate on the bottom. Now, if that's level and sitting flat on the ground, the pedals are like at this kind of an angle. Okay, they're like they're and they're not in line with each other. Like the clutch pedals like way forward, the brake pedals like in between, and the gas pedals a little further back. Now, on my rig, on my Evo, what I did was I kicked the plate up. I'm trying to get the pedals as flat as possible because I keep thinking that's maybe the best way to position them. But then that makes the heel plate on the Fanatec or the Fanatic down like this. So my pedals are straight, but my heel plate's angled like this. Does that seem normal?
I haven't had a Fanatic set up in a long time. I remember I had the old V3s years ago, and you know, even the pedals, like when they're on the thing, they're all tilted back like that.
They're not the inverted ones.
No.
They're the base ones. Yeah.
I had the base ones.
So I don't know. I just don't know what proper race car setup is. I don't know if the pedals should be perpendicular, like completely in line with each other, and
Google pictures, Google images. Come on, you got 120 years experience in this. You should be able to figure it out.
I know. You're right. I'm lagging. But a lot of people complain about them. I love them. They work great.
They're good pedals. I think that's probably the best thing Fanatec makes is their pedals for the money.
I was very lucky. I had a friend of mine buy them for me. I did a little helpful.
You get games for free. You get, you know.
It's because I'm such a nice guy, Mike.
I
try to help everybody. I'm always trying to help everybody, you know.
It's because people feel sorry for you.
They feel sorry.
Oh, look at him. He's playing with his Logitech wheel. Let's get him.
No, that's never happened. That's never happened. I remember, so my G20 what was the first one? The G25. So I had a G25. Was it G25 or G27?
25. Then it went to the 27. Then it went to the 29.
Okay, so I had a 25. Never got the 27. I had a 25 for years, and I would say after probably about 4 or 5 years of having it, all of a sudden I'd be blasting down the straightaway and I would lose the center of the wheel. All of a sudden I'd be driving with with my wheel cocked to the right, and I had a hot button to reset the center so that when I was going down the straightaway, I would quickly straighten the car, hit the reset. Like I had it timed perfect to get me back straight down the straightaway, but then a couple minutes later, I'd be off center again. So I started reading about it, and it turns out that the sensor wheel or something like that could be jacked up, and that it might need cleaning if some dust got in there and whatnot. So I remember I ordered some kind of like a brass sensor wheel. It has all the little spokes in it and I ordered one of those and I installed it and it didn't help. So I think the sensor itself was going bad. And man, I was so bummed out about it. But then I bought that Fanatec. Do you remember for a short time they put out a wheel called the CSR? It was it was made really for the Xbox. Like it was kind of their first Xbox wheel.
See what Auslander put? Jehovah Witness Bible proper.
I like that. You know what's funny? Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Okay, so I ran those G25 pedals all the way until I got the inverted V3s, and that is such a true thing about those pedals because So I had a desk set up. I drilled holes through my desk and I mounted my wheel. But my pedals were always an issue because they would slide or move, and I had no way of like really mounting them. I went through several different little self mods. The most creative one I had was drilling a hole in the front corners of both of the pedal plate on the G25, and then running equal length cables, metal wire cable from the footplate of the G25 to the front legs of my desk, and I would attach them to the front legs of the desk. That way the pedals wouldn't slide away, and that worked really good actually. And then I later on even modded that a little bit by having little hooks on it so I could just unhook it if I needed to. And then I went to something kind of like what Auslander was saying, and putting like a book behind. But I didn't use a book. I used a piece of wood, and I just stuck it behind the pedals so that the pedals would butt up against that and not against my wall. And then eventually I took a piece of plywood and I mounted it, and I kept the back of the plywood behind the pedals probably about a half a foot, like 6-7 inches, so that it would press against the corner trim on the wall, the between the floor and the wall. And it would keep my pedals straight. But man, that thing looked ridiculous, and but it worked good, and
I think that's the thing with anyone who gets into sim racing, because it's not a cheap hobby. Like even a basic Logitech 29 is $300.
Sure
200 pounds in the UK, I think 215, 220.
Yeah, so, it's kind of weird because I have a friend of mine who recently got into sim racing, and it's funny because I've known him for years, and all of a sudden I saw him post something about him getting a steering wheel, and I went, "Whoa!" Like, hey man, like, why didn't you say something to me? I've been into this for eons.
Yeah,
and he was just like, all right, well, I really like this wheel. I said, man, that you're going to want to upgrade. You're going to upgrade like really soon. I think he got like a 920 or a 29 or something like that, Logitech. And I would say within a month, the dude bought a rig, he bought my old Fanatic setup.
Mm-hmm.
And so he went from, I think, March getting a Logitech to now he has McCoy's V3, standard V3s. He's got my old CSL Elite, and he just ordered the Formula rim, and he's full-fledged. He's totally into it, and I just wish that he talked to me prior to buying all the previous stuff, because I would have given him like about 120 years worth of advice.
So I just found out who Auslander is.
Who is Auslander?
It's Kevin Going.
Oh, what's up, Kevin? Well, pedals are really, really important.
Pedals are probably over a wheel. I think pedals are probably the biggest.
I agree, but like on my G25, I was able to outbrake people, and if you work with a set of equipment for long enough, you know exactly how to use it, right?
Yeah, I hated them.
Listen, man, night and day. Once I switched to pedals, I was like, oh shit, what have I been doing for the last 5 years?
Yeah. I got lucky, I guess. I started out with everyone's hand-me-downs. Other than, so when I really, when the bug hit, I'm like, okay, I really want to keep doing this. I'd scour iRacing forums, Inside Sim Racing forums, basically everything to find used gear that was better than mine. Like, my first set of Fanatec V1s with load cell were, I paid £100 for them. But then what I would do though, as soon as I found something better, I always sold it to someone in the group or someone in our group who had basically basic stuff for the same price I did, or a little less.
I have another friend of mine who flips. He scours the internet for people selling.
You said this last week, yeah.
And then he just buys it real quick, turns it around, sells it for $20-$30 more than he bought it for, and within a couple months he has himself a direct drive wheel. He's got himself new pedals, and it's pretty. I was like, oh, all right, man. There is a way to flip up in this.
Oh, not 90% of my rig's been flipped up.
The only thing I've ever bought used was my Fanatec Formula wheel, but it's completely modded now. So. But that's the only thing I ever bought used, and it had problems. It had some abuse problems. One of the paddle shifters had a little hairline crack in it, so every time I'd race, the paddle would bend, because Fanatec uses those little metal tab shifters, and I'd be halfway through a race, and all of a sudden I wouldn't be able to upshift. And I looked down, and I would have to push the paddle back, and every time I had to bend it or move it, the crack would just get a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. And then I upgraded to Sim Racing Machine, and they are awesome. I love them. So happy I modded that.
Sim Racing got me into other hobbies, like 3D printing.
Dude, I was watching. What was it? Somebody was posting a 3D printed wheel, and it looked so good. But I was curious because it looked like he was printing the body of the wheel.
Oh, I've done
in 3D.
I've done so much. Like,
is the plastic? I don't nothing about 3D printing. Is the plastic strong enough?
It is.
To make a whole rim, you don't need an aluminum plate or.
You don't need to, no, because it depends how you make it. So you can make the handles solid, right? There's many ways to do it, but it's come so long that the main reason I bought my 3D printer, because when I first got my direct drive wheel, and we're talking 5-6 years now.
Which wheel do you have?
I have Generation 1 Simucube.
Oh, okay.
So there was no wheels really, and any custom wheel was thousands of pounds.
Does that one have wireless as well, the Bluetooth thing? Or...
See, and I have a wireless module where I don't need to have a wired hooked up. Richard at SimLab had the first. He had what was it called? Blue something. I probably have the card here somewhere still.
Blue balls.
Yeah, that was last night. So he sent me. He's like, listen, I'll send you a wheel I have here, but it needs buttons, it needs shifters, and all that. But I have a Bluetooth thing that we designed. SimLab is designed. What runs off of basically a LiPo battery. Basically, a battery you'd stick in a model car or something. Just a little guy.
Yeah.
Runs Bluetooth wireless. I could run it for about 3 weeks before I'd have to charge it. You know, before you hit a button, you realize, oh, there's a bit of a delay there. But that's the main reason I got a 3D printer was I need shifters. So you have Asher Racing, and at the time, Asher Racing shifters were $300. I don't know how much they are now.
I don't think
Leo Bonner, even they're like $300-400 for. I'm like, well, for £100, I can buy a 3D printer. Go to Thingiverse, and there's 100 designs for them.
Yeah. Wait, where do you go for it?
Thingiverse.
For the designs?
It's a website called Thingiverse.
I've only been looking at like 3D Wrap.
No, Thingiverse is
awesome. 3D Wrap?
I have. So let's just go.
I just like that they have kits that you can build, and they can even wrap or
here. Let's
put the suede on the grips.
Let's load this back up here. Let's
Kevin
do this.
says, I have a 3D printer, CNC, and laser engraver coming next month.
Oh, so, Kevin's our new best friend.
Kevin's
our new best friend.
Kevin,
we need to talk.
Hey,
You're my new best friend, Kevin.
We are going to talk, Kevin. See, look at the one on the top left. Is that all 3D printed?
That's all 3D printed.
Body and everything?
Everything. It's tiny, though. I tried 3D printing it, and I'm just like, you know what? Screw this.
Like, I like the F3 wheel. That would be... But you know what? For me, let's... Okay. So what wheel do you use right now?
So mine's a custom wheel built by a friend of mine named Sven Dushman, who lives in the Netherlands.
Hello, Sven.
And he sent me a very nice wheel. Well, a base of a wheel. But like,
but what style is it? A GT
it's
rim?
It's like a
Formula rim.
It's like a GT rim. I have the Formula rim up there. I never use it. Like, I have the Fanatec for it. It's just too small. It's too small. But like,
you know what I did?
But like, here you go.
Okay,
here you go. Here's a set of paddles you can basically 3D print.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You know.
It's just a basic magnetic
with a micro switch.
And then that's the switch underneath.
Yeah.
The little grate switch.
And that's how most of them are. And you know what?
Yeah.
I probably made 20 sets of those. And they last forever. I never had an issue with them. Never had an issue. But like, add-ons for everything here. Anyone can think of, there's a bloody add-on. Right? Here.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can make your own sim racing pedals out of 3D printing. It'd scare me.
I can't imagine.
I'd probably break it.
That thing. I put so much pressure. What kind of brake?
I have my I have my Husqvarna like
your
cranked.
Husqvarna, but when it comes to brake feel, how do you have your pedal? Is your pedal a stiff pedal?
Yeah.
Does it have a lot
I have to press it. Like, I really have to press it.
Yeah,
so.
See, I was in a bad motorcycle accident, and my left leg is all jacked up, right? So I have a lot of, I have a lack of feeling in my left foot, like the bottom of my foot, and it's gotten a lot better over the years. But initially, the only way I could feel the pedal under my foot was by applying more pressure, right? So I had to go with like as stiff as a pedal as I could go, because the stiffer it was, the more I could actually feel it in my foot. And so yeah, I don't like a lot of travel in my pedal.
I would say mine hardly moves. Like I literally have to really. I think I have the Husqvarna set to almost their highest setting for force.
I know somebody did a review. I think it was Sean Cole did a review on a mod for the V3s where it came with a steel rod.
Mm-hmm.
You would pull the bushings out of the tube, and then put an actual like steel rod in there, and the pedal wouldn't move except for whatever flex the sensor had, the load cell. And I thought that would be cool, but then I was like, you know what? That feels like it would be just like a hair trigger, like you would just barely put any pressure on it.
No, I like to be able to press my brake and like literally so I can have a little bit of pressure on it, and then trail brake and stuff like that. And I personally think the Husqvarnas are night and day over the Fanatec pedals. And then,
so back to the wheel thing. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say back to the steering wheel thing. So yeah, the Fanatec wheel is a small wheel. It's tiny.
It's too small.
It's too small. I don't know what the millimeter is on it, but yeah, I mean it is a pretty small wheel. What I did the other day is I added.
Hold on.
I think it's like 290 millimeter or something.
It's 10.5 inches.
How many millimeters is that?
270.
That's right, folks. I'm an American asking how many millimeters something.
Yeah, it's just shy of 270. So
yeah, that's a pretty small wheel. And then I have the AccuForce wheel, which is I think 330. So you can see
how big is mine. Hold on.
You should match it from.
And my wheel's only 300.
Yeah, see, I want a 300 millimeter wheel. The AccuForce wheel, to me, is just a little too big.
Yeah.
Radius wise.
Well, it was made for you Americans that just turn left.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that because I'm not going to argue that because that would be a perfect like NASCAR wheel, I think. But I am looking to make so the button plate. I want to make a GT3 wheel, like almost a Formula style wheel that will fit onto this button box.
It wouldn't be hard.
That's why our good friend is going to help us with his new CNC machine and his engraver and everything because I want to make a GT4 rim.
So what was the hot fix Kevin? For what was the hot fix for ACC? Oh, see, they did GT.
Was a balance of it was a balance of power. They cut back the power on the Mercedes and the Porsche.
McCoy's fucked for tonight's race, huh?
McCoy and all those guys that are but you know what's funny is I went out there and I raced we're doing I saw that McCoy, I saw the rim that they have, but from what I've read and somebody I know who actually has it says ain't worth the money. The wheel is
we should see if we can get Mike at Sim Racing 604 on here one day.
Yeah, we will. I'll ask him to come on and join us. But yeah, I know he reviewed it, but I'm not a big fan of that kind of a style with the open top. I kind of want a GT4 rim or GT3 rim that's like a wider Formula rim.
So I have this. I started building this.
Like a 300 millimeter Formula rim.
Oh, where is it here? Which drawer do I have it in?
Nice flip-flops.
You like those?
Yeah.
What did I do with it?
Canadians in the flip-flops.
I don't know what drawer I've stuck it in. Ah, here it is.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, let me see what that is. Huh.
So it's already.
Yeah, but that's like, yeah.
That's
would want-
that's the BMW wheel.
Measure it. I want to know what the.
That's the actual BMW wheel. 30.
So
It's-
let me.
It's 30 wide.
How-
30 centimeters, so 300 mil.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking.
So I was gonna start building it, and then life happened.
Let me see the other side. Why does it look like the? Oh yeah, you were getting into that thing.
Yeah. So here, I'll show you what we.
Where would you get handles for it? You
I was
just
gonna
make
3D
them up.
3D print them. That's what the holes are there for.
You should send it to me.
I
I
have
don't want you sending anything.
I
to me,
have
actually.
I have 4 or 5 of these plates made because I
You do?
had to get 5 of them made to do it.
So why don't you send me the plate?
I could send you the plate.
I need that. I need it. I'm gonna get somebody to 3D print me the rest of the wheel, though. Unless you have plans for it already.
We have Kevin. Kevin can 3D print.
Kevin's gonna do it. Kevin, when is your delivery date and when is your operational date? I need to know right away.
We need info now.
Do not delay.
Where is the picture of this wheel? Because I literally sat there, took a picture of it on screen, like took a screenshot, and oh, thanks for the follow there, Mr. Big Guns. Mr. Big Guns. Let's see here. Oh, you know who you can buy it from? Open Sim Rigs.
Oh, look.
Oh, it's December. Now we gotta wait. Now he gets our hopes up, and now we gotta
my
wait.
God. Well, no, because he would be the kind of guy that would totally kick us down a Christmas gift.
Yeah, that's true. So there's a guy in Winnipeg, Canada, who makes some really nice wheels. He's fucking expensive, and he never used to be that expensive. And I sent him, I'm like, listen, if I send you the plan, the CAD drawing that I already have, what would you charge to make it? He's like, I'm like, and the hardest part is getting the CAD drawing, you know?
Right.
And he's like, $800 American. I'm like, motherfucker, really?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't want to spend any more than $300 on a wheel. I'm
So
like Mr.
that there is my wheel.
Okay, I don't like the grips.
Yeah, see, he's 3D printed those out of foam. So yeah, you
I
get
would
like
much rather have like a more rounded.
yeah, same as me, right? So
That looks a little high tech. I don't know how comfortable that would be.
it's actually a comfy wheel, like holding it like that.
No, I get that, but they're the grips that he has on there.
Yeah, it's tough.
But let me see the back plate again on that wheel.
It's all 3D printed.
Yeah, but on yours you have like a metal box.
You know what that is?
No.
That is a power outlet box.
Oh, that's right. You're absolutely right. It is. Oh, you got crafty, didn't you?
Do it yourself, man. Pre
That's
3D
not a bad idea.
pre 3D printer, and it fit it perfect. Got a little bit overhang on the bottom, not much, you know.
Wait, you 3D printed that?
Well, no, that's
that's actually from a hardware store.
That's from Home Depot.
That's awesome.
You know.
See, I like that. That's a cool idea.
And then it's got the right PDI for the PID for my wheel, right? So go on there. It's not going to break. It's not going to crack. It's alloy. It's got enough room to put the electronics in it because now the chips are only like this big to wire it all up.
Right. The Arduino thing.
So, and then you got 1, 2. How many buttons you got in this thing? Forget. Let's go back. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Are funky switches hard to get hold of?
No, you can get them. They're doable.
I like funky switches. They're funky.
That's what I like about the Fanatec wheel. I just wish this wheel was.
Well, you know what I did, Mike?
10 centimeters bigger?
Made it way better. Way better is I added this handlebar tape to it.
But this wheel just needs to be that much longer.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
I agree. But to be honest with you, between the two wheels that I have, I've been using the Fanatec, the Fanatic Formula Rim way more.
See, and I might have to load it up for the race tonight.
Oh yeah, we have a race tonight.
We do. I was wrong. So I want to see this thing. He says he was wrong. What's coming? Let's see what he bought. Snapmaker 2.0 modular. Let's see what he got. Oh, that's cool.
Damn, I've been looking at 3D printers that are like $300. What the hell has this thing got that?
Motherfucker, you spent $1,700 on a 3D printer? Well, I guess it does everything.
You got to put it up on the screen so people can see
well,
what you're looking
that's probably $1,500 for the small one. No, that's for the big one. The small one's still $1,000.
This thing must be like super, like the best, because I've never seen one that expensive before. Wait, is he Canadian?
Kev? No.
Kevin.
I got the big one. Compensating, are we? Compensating.
Hey, Kevin, don't you know you could just print it bigger? What is that 3D printer? What does that 3D printer do that the $300 one doesn't do? Is it the precision? Like, what kind do you have, Mike?
I have a Wanhao Duplicator i3. Oh, see, the CNC laser. What are you going to engrave? Honestly, what are you going to engrave?
He's gonna put his name on everything.
Everything. It's kind of like when you know those you know those label makers. You know those label makers.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna go on there and he's gonna.
I don't need a label maker anymore. I'm just gonna CNC my name onto fucking everything.
You're gonna have dinner at his house and you're gonna like pick up the fork and go like, oh, this is Kevin's fork.
Do not use Kevin's fork.
This is Kevin's fork.
You know what? I got a little workhorse of a 3D printer. It's not the best. It's not the fastest, but it works.
Which one was I looking at? I was looking at, I think it's like an Endor. I think it's called Endor.
Endor, yeah. I don't
know. And
I couldn't justify spending like hundreds and thousands of dollars on like shifters and wheels and stuff. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna 3D print myself.
About that DIY.
I'm gonna 3D print a set myself. See how it works. You know, it cost me 100 pounds.
I'm terrible. What would I be called? I would be like the DIY guy that has to DIY his own DIY because he screws up his DIY all the time. Like if it requires 2 holes, I put 6.
It's like I get mad at the wife. I'm like, I know you've told me you want this fixed, but you don't have to remind me every 6 months.
You bought that stupid printer because you said you would make me a set of match. I made salt and pepper shakers.
I made her cookie cutters. I 3D printed her doggy bone cookie cutters because she was making our old boy Shane. She was making them dog biscuits, healthy dog biscuits. Good husband. I made her like three different sizes of doggy bone shaped.
It only took us 18 days to make this.
No, it was done like 2 hours. It was 2 hours. No. 2 hours was done. And she still has it. To this day, she still has them.
I could think of a couple cookie cutter shapes I want.
It's just like... And then it was funny because we had some friends in Scotland when I was living in Scotland, and she comes up, she goes, Mike, can you print me a dildo? I'm just like, no, that's one thing I can't print. Yeah.
It would be probably. It depends on your print height, right?
It's like 200 by 200. It's like, oh god.
That's the measure. That's the measurement she gave you. Yeah. Wow, she was a very needy woman.
Oh man, it was funny. It was funny. What else we got going on?
What else was I going to talk to you about? So have you had any more adjustments or changes to your motion rig? Like besides the installation, getting it all going last week, have you found any new tweaks or anything to get it to, or does D-Box just work straight out of the box?
D-Box is like plug and play. Like literally plug in their base motion like their base motion codes for any game is like perfect.
You sold the other one, the SFX.
Other one's gone. SFX gone.
You don't even have them anymore.
No. I know McCoy wanted them, but a guy offered me a lot more money than McCoy did. Sorry, McCoy. Wow. He's gonna hate me now.
But that guy who got it must be pretty stoked.
He hasn't received it. He's supposed to get it Monday.
Oh, Monday. Was he in Canada?
He was in Canada. Yeah. It was gonna cost like I priced him out to ship to the States. It was like gonna be like $1,000.
Oh yeah, because there's like duty or something.
Oh yeah, it was gonna be ridiculous. And then
what about I lost my train of thought. I was thinking something. And then
if anyone's asking the difference between DFX Motion, the do-it-yourself kit, and a D-Box setup, is the D-Box worth the extra money? Yes. And to be fair, for a Gen 1 kit of D-Box, it's not that much more expensive. You can get a Gen 1 kit for D-Box for what, $4,000 US? Okay, as soon as you go to Gen 2 and Gen 3, as soon as you go 3-inch or 6-inch travel, yeah, the price fucking skyrockets. I've got the 1.5-inch travel. I think it's 1.5 up, 1.5 down, I can't remember.
So it's probably 3-inch.
Yeah, 3-inch.
It's sitting in the middle. You got 3 inches.
It is more than enough for any sim racer will ever need. Yes, the SFX did 150 millimeters up and down each way.
Barry just did a new.
Yeah, I seen that
review.
Yeah, what was it on the Motion House Motion Gear?
Pretty nice.
It was just like, I'm now a D-Box. See, the one that he's like the Motion House that he's done, that's an SFX kit.
Oh.
That is an SFX kit that they've built. Like it's for $5,400, shipping, tax included. All it is someone's taken an SFX.
Why do you make that sound so reasonable? Why do you when you say $5,500, just $5,500?
It's just money. You can always make more money. People think I'm fucking loaded because I have all this. I fucking saved my ass off.
You did smart selling too.
but no,
Mike's available down by the lake.
I'm like, okay, I really want that. But the SFX kit, honestly, the SFX kit took me almost 2 years to build. Because I had to locate the motors. And I'm not like everyone else, or a lot of people who just go, oh, everyone's buying from this one supplier. I'll just get those ones. No. I've went to like 9 different suppliers who do those same motors, the exact same thing. I'm like, what type of deal will you give me if I buy 12 of them to make 3 kits? And they're like, oh, well, if you're going to take 12 right now, we'll give you $100 off every motor.
That's pretty good.
So motors that were selling, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago for $250 American, I was getting them for $150. And then I go, well, that's too much. How much in Canadian? Shipped. I like, oh, we'll do it for $150 Canadian shipped. I'm like, done. So I basically ended up getting a set of 12 of the motors and the controllers, sold 2 sets of 4 to pay for the rest of my build.
Smart.
So then I had to find. I had to 3D print.
How long did it take you to sell your SFX kit?
A week.
Oh, that's not bad. What site or sites do you go to find used equipment?
It's everything. Marketplace is huge now on Facebook. iRacing Forums still has probably the best forums for used equipment. Inside Sim Racing TV used to have a really good forum. I don't know if it's still active, but yeah. So that's how I. And then selling the SFX, and don't get me wrong, for the money, because you're looking almost $3,000 to build an SFX kit. Anyone who says it can be done for $2,000 all in and you're running is lying. Can't do it. Not to build it properly. To build an SFX kit, you are, and I'm talking 2,000 Canadian, not American. You know, and there is a few companies now that you can buy the complete kit. Everything comes, and you just put it together. But you're still 2,500 American. And the guys who made the software for it are no longer selling the software because people were making money off their design. So now you have to go to a Thanos controller, which is another $300, and then you have to pay for, what was it, Sim Tools. There's another $60, right?
The exchange rate is 25 cents on the dollar right now.
Yeah.
So you got your Canadian dollar is 75 cents American.
Yeah.
So it's not that huge of a difference.
It's not bad, no. It is when I'm trying to buy shit from the States. Or when a lot of suppliers want in American money, right? At 25% to everything.
Did you ever drive across the border to buy something?
Because you guys have your COVID not under control, I can't go across the border.
Talking about before COVID, dude.
Yes. When I lived on the mainland, we used to go to Bellingham all the time. And there was time in the late 2000, mid 2000 or 2008, 2009, where the Canadian dollar is worth more than your American dollar. Like by 20 cents.
So tired of COVID. Do you know what happened to me last night? I ordered food from the Mexican restaurant down the road. Get in my car. I drive all the way down to the shopping center. I get up to the restaurant. I go to get my mask. My mask is gone. Where is my mask? Shit, I left my mask at home. So then I looked at the sign and it says no entry without mask. And then I looked at the 6 other people standing out in front of the front door and they're all wearing their mask. I went, I had to turn around, drive all the way back to my house to go get my stupid mask. Come all the way back down. I usually have like 2 or 3 of them inside my truck.
A Toyota is not a truck.
I couldn't tell you how many times I've gotten out of my car, walked to the front of the grocery store, and realized, shit, I forgot my mask back in the car and had to turn around. I bet you they got video all day long of people doing that, walking up to the door, stopping, turn around, going back to their car to go get their fucking mask, and come back, driving me crazy. And I'm frankly tired of smelling my own breath. I don't even know why I have a wife. She should hate. She should absolutely hate me.
That's why I hang out in here. I've got my own little cave.
I'm about ready to hang one of those little Christmas tree air fresheners off my freaking nose.
Vanilla-rama.
Yeah. No way, black ice, baby.
Oh man. I knew a guy years ago. Before he'd go in the bar, he'd grab his black ice air freshener.
Dude, that's so ghetto.
We used to call it the Italian shower. Oh God, that was funny.
Remember those stupid Christmas tree things? They still, I mean, whoever owns that company, they're genius. I mean, it probably costs them a penny to make each one of those things. And they just sell, like, everybody's got a Christmas tree.
I got one in the Jeep. Speaking of Jeep,
you do?
The Vanilla-rama.
Oh, no way. No way. My wife buys all these little Febreze ones that go in your air.
They don't last very long.
They don't last very long.
No.
Neither do those pieces of cardboard Christmas trees.
No, but when you hang 60 Christmas trees around your Jeep,
like you got a dead, like you got a dead body in your car or something.
Again, dead hookers.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You got a Jeep though. You can't hide them in a Jeep.
Yes, you can. At least I know wherever I'm going in the Jeep, I'm not going to get stuck.
Who said anything about getting stuck? I'm talking about usable storage space inside of a vehicle.
Speaking of Jeep, I'm looking at ordering the new Gladiator.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I get stuff crazy.
What about the new Bronco, bro?
No.
Oh, no. I love the new Bronco. It looks so good. Oh, it looks so good. I love that Bronco.
No.
I want one.
No.
How could you say no?
No.
How have you seen all the? Well, of course you have. You're in the industry, but
have you sat in one yet?
No.
It's all hard plastic. It's like driving.
It uses the same shit as my FJ. Same suspension. Same departure. And oh, shut up. Just be quiet. You.
Yeah. No, I'm good. Don't get me wrong. It looks cool.
It looks way cool, man.
No.
I want.
I'm looking at my Gladiator. Because the diesel's coming out this year.
That'd be cool.
So
lots of torque.
I'm looking at the and plus being in the industry.
You probably never get it dirty anyway. You probably just drive.
It's a highway queen. I'm telling you, man. It's like everyone laughs because I got the 4-cylinder Jeep right now.
See, now I'm even like inside. It's
but
like a comedy show in here right now.
But it's got more power than your FJ. It's got more torque than your FJ. And it's a 4-cylinder turbo with the e-torque e-boost engine.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah.
EcoBoost?
No, it's got like an electric motor, so it pre-spools up the turbos.
Oh,
yeah, it's kind of cool.
So no lag?
No lag whatsoever.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah. And I get like 30 miles a gallon with it. Who's going to get 30 miles a gallon in a Jeep?
I don't. I get maybe, if I'm sticking around town, I don't want to say anything more that's going to make you try to rip on my truck. But yeah, I get about 200 miles to the tank for city driving. It sucks.
See, and I get like 700. I get 750 kilometers to a tank.
That must be nice. It's like if I try to leave, like to run away from my wife, she knows I'll be within a 200-mile radius. It's not hard.
Oh man.
Why Slinky as your why do you use Slinky as your screen name?
Slinky, where?
Slinky. I'm asking you, why do you use that as your username?
So funny
Or
story.
why? Yeah, I like funny stories.
Slinky was my Xbox Live. I beta tested Xbox Live in early 2000. I was one of the 51st wave of beta testers for the first 3 months. There's 50 of us. And still have a really good friend who one night we decided I hopped on and me and him played. What were we playing? MotoGP. I think it was MotoGP. We played for hours and just started talking. He lives in Florida. His name's Courtney. Really, he's come to Canada. I've been to Florida to visit him. And he asked the same thing. How did you get the nickname Slinky? So one night, I went drinking with some friends. And there's a bar in Vancouver called The Cellar. And they call it The Cellar because it's in the basement of a hotel. So, a few wobbly pops. Yeah.
I can see what's going on. Oh, Slinky, Slinky.
Few wobbly tops of talking, blah, blah, blah. We're joking. And all of a sudden, whoosh. And then I'm laying on the bottom of the fucking stairs like this. Oh.
That's
And
awesome.
my buddy's like, DC, roommate at the time, great guys, still hang out with him, going on 20 years now. What's that? New old stuff. He's like, Mike. I'm like, yeah. He goes, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I think so. I was drunk. And he's like, you looked like a fucking Slinky. And that was it. It stuck. It stuck. I'm chatting up to some girl at the bar that night, and he's like, hey, have you met Slinky? And she's like, how did you
What's
get
up,
that?
Slink?
And he's like, she's like, how did you get that nickname? And he's like, well, what's the first thing you do when you get a Slinky? She goes, I put it down the stairs. I'm like,
Ta-da!
ta-da! And that's it. That's how I got the name Slinky. And it's just stuck.
So I had a couple nicknames when I was growing up in high school. So I had my best friend, like long time friend. His grandfather was an ornery old police captain from L.A.
Yeah.
And my last name is Caminiti, and he used to call me Camin Shitty. And then Camin Shitty turned to Camin Idiot.
I could see that. I could see
And then
that.
Camin Idiot went to Idiot, to Wizard of Id, to Idianowski, to the Id Man, to... Yeah, I ended up with... I actually had somebody that actually knew me, and they thought my last name was Idianowski.
So,
I'll never forget that Camin Idiot. I thought that was hilarious.
McCoy brought up our charity race.
6 hour.
RF2 Duro charity race with 24-hour time progression at Portland.
Why at Portland, though? Portland's too small. We'll be running right into each other.
What's the
There's
what's
so
the next
many
big
good tracks? Portland would be too small of a track. I know
Next
you're really
endurance race.
enjoying it, Mike, Mr. McCoy, but I don't think. I know I guess they do run GT3. I know they run IndyCar there at Portland, but I think we need a bigger track for that.
We'll think of a track. We'll put a vote up. Well, how long have we been on now?
Hour 45.
Well, roughly an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
25 minutes. I'm ready to call it a day.
Me too. I gotta go use the facilities.
I gotta poop. That's how I'm gonna end every video. I gotta go poop.
It's time to poop. Old people, fiber. We gotta poop.
I gotta poop. Are you working next Saturday? Are we pushing?
You're gonna go give birth to your twin.
I'm gonna go drop the Cosby kids at the pool.
Scheduled next week. Shit, yeah, he's got me working both. Am I off Saturday and on Sunday? I might be off Saturday. Let me think. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, on Thursday. I don't know. I'll look at the schedule.
Look at the schedule. Let me know. We'll figure it out. Guys, thanks for watching.
Anyway, hey, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in today. Those of you who came on, make sure to subscribe to our channel, right? And
hit the notification thing so you can see when we go live.
Yep, you'll know when we're going live. And it was great talking to you, Mike, always.
I look forward to these chats every week.
Yeah. Like we don't talk every day, like 6 times a day. So
it would probably be pretty bad if I lived down there, because we'd probably be. Yeah.
I would still make you live somewhere. I would still not invite you over to my house just to keep that.
You know what?
Safe distance.
That's fine. You know what would happen? I would introduce my wife to your wife.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's not right.
You're fucked.
Yeah. No.
It's like
I'll
Mike and Angie are coming over again.
I'll buy us an RV, and you'll never find. We'll be nomads. Keep moving my location. Broadcast while I'm driving.
All right, brother. I'll see you in a few hours, anyways.
All right.
I race tonight.
Great talking to you, man.
All right, man.
Goodbye, everybody.
Adios. I'm going to poop.
Adios.